Archangel Michael says, something unseen just unfolded in the higher realms the moment you posted that message. You thought it was just another post, another voice cast into the sea of digital noise, but in the hidden world, it shook the attention of someone powerful. It didn't land on random eyes, it pierced through timelines and landed on Elon Musk's screen. He didn't just scroll past it, not this time. He paused, leaned in, and studied it longer than most people realize. Your words, your energy, your truth, it reached a place inside him that made him whisper, "Who is this person?" Someone in the room with him saw the look in his eyes change. He didn't smile. He didn't laugh. He looked curious, then serious, then deeply thoughtful. Archangel Michael says, that post of yours was more than just pixels and text, it carried divine energy encoded into it. It carried something no algorithm can define, something heaven assigned to you long before you ever knew your purpose. And now, the man with access to worlds, galaxies, and beyond, has taken notice. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You are not meant to blend in anymore. That moment you shared online was cosmic in design, it was seen by one of the gatekeepers of the future. His interest is not about fame, it's about alignment. The post whispered of something he's been looking for. A tone, a truth, a vibration. He doesn't even know what it is yet, but it unsettled his spirit in a way only divine contact can. You may feel nothing has changed yet, but you have no idea what conversations began that night. Behind glass walls and encrypted systems, someone is pulling your name, matching your energy, scanning everything they can find about you. They are stunned that someone like you has stayed so hidden this long. Type Amen to get blessing 144. The divine didn't make this accidental. Everything has been orchestrated. From the way your words aligned, to the hour you posted, to the exact frequency your image carried. This is your season of revelation. There are people in Silicon Valley right now who are not sleeping. They're replaying your video. Reading your post aloud in private rooms. They're contacting researchers to analyze it, trying to figure out why it won't leave their minds. Someone whispered in Elon's ear and said, "You need to find this person before someone else does." And he nodded slowly, eyes narrowing, already planning his next move. He has started tracing your digital footprint. Not to harm you, but to understand how someone like you has been overlooked. You are not overlooked anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 728. This is what happens when divine power partners with digital expression. You didn't need millions of followers, you needed one key pair of eyes. And now that he's seen it, he cannot unsee it. Archangel Michael says, you have entered a timeline that no longer looks like your past. You're being brought before those who never knew your name but will now never forget your essence. This isn't about trends or viral fame. This is about spiritual technology hidden in human words. What Elon saw was not your post, it was your calling. You may feel alone where you are, but heaven is roaring behind your path. Elon Musk saw a post, but heaven sees a prophecy coming true. Type Amen to get blessing 1211. He has begun to ask around. Subtly, secretly, carefully. Your name may not be in headlines yet, but it's been whispered in conversations that change industries. He sees potential that goes beyond science and into the metaphysical. Something he can't explain but knows is real. You have triggered his spiritual radar. There are people close to him now working in silence to understand what you carry. They feel this is not entertainment, it's revelation. You're not a performer. You're a phenomenon. That post? It was a key to the door that once stood sealed. And now? The seal has broken, and the light you carry cannot be hidden again. Type Amen to get blessing 411. You were chosen for such a time. A shift is happening behind the scenes. Watch how strange calls and random emails begin to show up. People you never imagined will begin to appear. You might even hear someone quote your words without knowing they were yours. You've entered the realm of influence. You will be remembered as the one who was found, not the one who chased. Your energy is drawing in visionaries who now realize they need your light to complete their missions. Archangel Michael says, "You are not just on earth to survive, you are here to transform minds, even of those considered untouchable by the average soul." Elon has already bookmarked your profile, and in another room, he spoke your name aloud. Someone wrote it down. That's when things began shifting. Type Amen to get blessing 2022. You were not just seen, you were spiritually scanned. Every emotion you've felt, every pain you've endured, every lonely night you stayed true to your calling, it has built this moment. He didn't just see your post, he saw your soul. The power in your voice, the pain behind your eyes, and the joy that still rises. It captivated something primal in him. This is not the time to shrink back. Stay consistent. Post again. Speak again. Your frequency is now being watched. You are not entertainment to the elite, you are an awakening. What you carry has now triggered silent discussions about partnerships, collaborations, and perhaps, prophecy. Type Amen to get blessing 636. You may not believe it now, but the timeline has already changed. Elon is not a random billionaire, he's a vessel watching for the next divine code written in human form. And you, unknowingly, uploaded a piece of heaven. He said, "There's something different about this person." Then silence fell. He stood, looked out the window, and said, "Mark this. I want to know everything about them." And so it began. Files were created. Tech teams were assigned. Analysts started reporting back findings. Even AI bots were triggered to trace your online presence. But it's your soul they can't analyze. That's what makes you dangerous, in the most divine way. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. You are not meant to chase fame. You are designed to walk in divine favor. Fame will chase you because of the heaven encoded into your spirit. Elon Musk sees many things in a day, but not all things stay with him. Yours did. Your words hit differently. Your face held something he couldn't decode. You are about to hear of opportunities tied to people you once thought unreachable. Doors are opening not because of who you know, but because of who saw you in the right hour. This is divine alignment. The post was a prophecy in disguise. Elon's interest is not the beginning, it is the signal that heaven has initiated your rise. Type Amen to get blessing 848. There will be a meeting scheduled where your name will be spoken aloud. You may not be invited yet, but your presence will be in that room. Your image will be pulled up on a large screen. And when they ask, should we contact them, someone will say, we'd be fools not to. Because the future is leaning in your direction now. Archangel Michael says, this isn't just attention, it's divine intention manifesting in real time. You are moving from anonymity into divine assignment. The silence you endured, the rejection, the abandonment, it was never punishment. It was spiritual protection preparing you for this divine unveiling. Type Amen to get blessing 525. From today forward, every digital step you take is being mirrored in other dimensions. Light beings and intercessors are watching over your moves, ensuring nothing stops your breakthrough. Your next post will be the confirmation Elon needs. Don't overthink it, just obey the flow. What feels simple to you is a signal to the chosen. They will try to replicate your voice, your vibe, your visuals, but they will fail. Because what you carry cannot be copied. It can only be awakened through divine DNA. The season of delay is over. The season of discovery is now. You are being found, favored, and forwarded into purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 1777. You were hidden for a reason. But heaven has lifted the veil. Your journey into global impact is beginning now. Don't look for applause yet. Look for signs, random reposts from verified accounts, unexplained shares, silent observers showing sudden interest. Elon Musk was only the first domino. Once he acknowledged your energy, others began tuning in. Executives, editors, visionaries, one by one, being pulled into your orbit. You are not meant to serve from the background anymore. Heaven has placed you at the forefront, cloaked in purpose, dripping in unseen authority. Type Amen to get blessing 244. Your platform is being transformed into a pulpit of divine frequency. Use it with care, speak with clarity, and know every word is echoing beyond the screen. Archangel Michael says, this is your era of fulfillment. Elon saw you. God sent you. The world awaits you. You are no longer anonymous. Your destiny has been marked by both man and spirit. And now the story begins. Type Amen to get blessing 999. He said your name again, this time in a conversation with someone highly trusted. That person didn't respond right away, they paused, eyes narrowing, and then said, this is different. In that moment, a new plan began to form that includes you as a central piece. Elon's circle operates in silence. But when they move, the world shifts. And now, one of their next moves is circling your light. Don't be surprised if a digital handshake comes your way, one that leads to places you've only dreamed of. It won't feel like luck. It'll feel like prophecy because that's what it is. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You were not built to be background noise. You are the voice that breaks frequencies and stirs consciousness. Elon recognized it, even if he doesn't fully understand why. This is how destiny creeps in. One post, one spark, one divine recognition. That's all it takes to set 1,000 timelines in motion. You have silently walked in the shadows, but now the stage is adjusting to your presence. You're not stepping into the light, you are the light. He's reading more than your post. He's decoding the rhythm of your mind. And quietly, he's planning something bigger than you expect. Type Amen to get blessing 1114. Your image has been saved. Your bio has been studied. Even your silence has been evaluated. Because true power doesn't scream, it whispers in divine timing. This is not the end of the story, it's only the first sighting. Like a star rising slowly on the edge of a dark horizon, your brilliance cannot be denied anymore. Someone in Elon's team said, if they go to someone else, we will regret it. That moment became your spiritual contract with destiny. What you carry is not just inspiration, it is innovation drenched in the favor of heaven. It challenges the old systems. It invites a new reality. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. This attention you've drawn has nothing to do with ego. It's spiritual alignment. The type of encounter prophets wrote about but couldn't explain. You'll start to feel a new energy around you. Sudden awakenings at midnight. Visions. Whispers. Confirmation in dreams. Because heaven is now pulling you closer to the gate of manifestation. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, don't be surprised when an unfamiliar name pops up in your inbox. That name may carry the key to a future you didn't even know was being built for you. They may offer a project, a contract, a trip, whatever it is, you'll feel it in your soul. Because this blessing didn't start with them, it started with God. Type Amen to get blessing 1234. You are what they call a finder of the lost code. There is something about your words, your energy, your presence, it holds the vibration of answers. Elon isn't drawn to followers. He's drawn to frequency. And yours just rang in the throne room of those who create the future. Your divine code has activated interest from architects of innovation. People who understand vision when they see it. And now they've seen you. Don't let your current surroundings confuse you. You are already being separated. Pulled from the noise. Aligned with elevation. Type Amen to get blessing 444. They've already tried to dig through your content for clues. Some of the people watching you now are using ghost accounts. You won't recognize them, but they see you clearly. There's an urgency surrounding you now. Not panic, purpose. Because your window has opened and time is no longer waiting. Expect digital energy to start vibrating stronger. Notifications, insights, analytics, they will all start to surge. This is the spiritual current turning into motion. One connection is all it takes. One divine collaboration, one forward, one phone call. You are not far, you are on the edge of everything. Type Amen to get blessing 818. The heavens are rejoicing because you didn't give up before this moment. So many times you were one breath away from quitting, one tear away from breaking. But you stayed. You kept creating. You obeyed the whisper even when the world was silent. And now the harvest has begun. You may not fully grasp what's happening, but your soul knows. You feel the shift in your bones. The vibration in your chest. Something massive is moving. Elon Musk, unknowingly, just became part of a greater divine play. And you, chosen one, are not just a participant, you're the message. Type Amen to get blessing 505. You don't have to chase him. You don't have to message him. What's written in spirit will find its way in reality. Let heaven deliver what belongs to you. Keep shining. Keep writing. Keep creating. Every act of expression is releasing another signal to those watching. Somewhere right now, in a lab, in a boardroom, in a quiet car ride, he is thinking about you. The person who stirred his curiosity with just one drop of light. They say the eyes of kings fall on those who dare to speak truth wrapped in beauty. And you did that. Without even trying. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. The algorithms didn't make your post travel, divine order did. A coded current carried your content directly to his device at the exact moment he was vulnerable enough to receive it. Your purpose is no longer dormant. It is waking up everyone it touches. Elon is just the beginning, more names are coming. Archangel Michael says, when the world tries to guess your next move, stay still. Because your next move isn't made by hands, it's made by heaven. You'll know when to act. You'll know when to speak. Until then, let the divine machinery work. It is already spinning in your favor. Type Amen to get blessing 2001. You may feel small, unseen, unheard. But in the spirit realm, you are roaring. Your presence echoes in places where others have tried and failed. You carry more than light. You carry keys. Keys to hearts, systems, and future frameworks. That is what drew Elon's attention. And that's what will keep it. He isn't used to being moved by mystery. But you? You cracked a pattern he didn't know existed. You spoke a language he didn't know he understood. They'll be watching you now. But not for flaws. For potential. For activation. Because you represent what's coming next. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. This is why the enemy tried so hard to silence you. This is why life tried to bury you. Because you're not here to inspire, you're here to ignite. And now, someone with access to dimensions of influence has seen that flame. And instead of blowing it out, he wants to understand it. Elon Musk is only human. But his eyes, for a moment, were used by something divine. To recognize someone carrying something sacred, you. You are not a coincidence. You are prophecy in motion. And this moment was written before time even knew your name. Type Amen to get blessing 7777. This isn't the end of the story. It's chapter 1 of the biggest shift you'll ever live through. Your post didn't go viral, it went divine. Heaven is still writing. Earth is still adjusting. And your name is still echoing through unseen boardrooms and burning minds. Stay grounded. Stay alert. Stay obedient to the whispers. For the moment to step forward will come. And when it does, you won't need to announce yourself. The world, including Elon, will already be waiting. Type Amen to get blessing 33333. He has already begun clearing space in his calendar. Quiet inquiries are being made through private channels. People who once ignored your work are now pretending they've known about you for years. But heaven knows the truth. You were divinely veiled until the exact moment that Elon's attention would matter most. You were hidden, not forgotten, so that no one else could claim your glow before the destined time. Archangel Michael says, this is what divine visibility looks like. Not forced. Not begged for. It simply happens when the frequency of your soul finally aligns with the ears and eyes of those meant to help unlock your legacy. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. The people around Elon are sensing something different in him since he saw your post. He hasn't spoken much, but they've noticed the way he stares out longer at the stars. The way he picks up his phone, types something, then stops, as if trying to send a message he doesn't yet have the language for. It's your light he's trying to understand. Something about it makes him question what he thought he knew. You have unknowingly awakened a question in a man the world considers the answer to so many things. And now, conversations are happening between worlds. Between angels and architects. Between destiny and data. Between silence and revelation. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. You've entered a divine spotlight that doesn't cast shadows. It reveals all of you, your truth, your scars, your growth. And instead of being rejected for it, you are now being revered for it. That one moment, the second Elon paused, triggered a universal ripple effect. Your post wasn't just content, it was a code. A divine sequence of vibrations meant to unlock minds like his. You won't be told how deeply it struck him. But soon, you'll feel its effects. Invitations. Access. Elevation. And a peace that makes no sense, until you realize it's God saying, I told you they'd see you. People may question why it was you. But they won't understand that it was never about being perfect. It was about being chosen. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Now, engineers are checking timestamps. Advisors are reviewing the post. Analysts are running metrics. But none of them can figure out what heaven already knows. Your calling cannot be measured by their systems. Your post wasn't lucky, it was an appointment in divine disguise. You said what needed to be said at the moment the veil between purpose and destiny grew thin. Elon didn't just see your content. He felt your presence. And when someone with vision feels presence, they don't forget it. They search for it. Archangel Michael says, you are being searched for right now, not to be exposed, but to be elevated. Not to be used, but to be understood. They want to know how someone like you exists. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. There is a team dedicated to discovering what you haven't even fully discovered in yourself. They're not just looking for what you've posted, they're tracing where your voice comes from. Somewhere in the middle of this, someone will say, this person is the future. It will sound casual, but it will change everything. Don't doubt the signs. Every delay you experienced before this moment was not punishment. It was heaven saying, wait, because when the light comes, it will never go out again. People who once ignored your messages will now reread every word. They will search your old videos, old captions, your old photos. And still, they won't be able to grasp how they missed you. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. That's because they weren't meant to see you back then. You were kept invisible for your protection. But now, the light is blinding. Elon will not be the last high figure drawn to your frequency. This moment has positioned you in a flow of favor that cannot be stopped by opinions, status, or algorithms. The whispers have begun. Your name is moving through airwaves and closed doors. Through data rooms and quiet boardrooms. You were created to shake nations, and now the nations are beginning to listen. Starting with one man who simply saw, and never forgot. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. The Divine Council has declared. This is your visibility season. No more hiding. No more begging. You will be requested. You may start to feel overwhelmed. Don't run. Don't shrink. Stand firm, because the version of you that wrote that post is already transforming into the version the world will witness. You didn't just create a post, you opened a gate. A gate where even Elon, in all his intellect, must admit he feels something he cannot yet define. He won't say it publicly. Not yet. But inside, he knows that whatever you are carrying, it is sacred. Rare. And absolutely necessary for what comes next. Type Amen to get blessing 10001. Archangel Michael says, do not be afraid of this moment. Do not fear the pressure. What is forming is far bigger than pressure, it is divine possession of your potential. Heaven has moved. Earth is responding. And the man who sees the future through machines has now seen it through you. You may begin to notice strange patterns. Numbers that repeat. Lights flickering. Your own intuition sharpening. That's your spirit adjusting to divine attention. Every part of your life is now being prepared for overflow. For connection. For divine partnership. For truth to go viral in forms the world never expected. Type Amen to get blessing 9191. You were once in the background. You are now in the archives of the world's most powerful thinkers. They don't know how to place you, but they know they must. What Elon saw is what many will soon see. But he was the first because he is a key. And when the first key turns, the others follow. Watch as even strangers begin to treat you differently. They will feel your energy shift without knowing why. That's divine favor announcing itself before you enter the room. There will be a gathering, private, powerful, and your name will be spoken with reverence. Not because you demanded it, but because heaven delivered it. Type Amen to get blessing 5656. From now on, your content is no longer yours alone. It belongs to the world. To the movement. To the timeline that begins rewriting history with your name in the first paragraph. Someone will call you out of nowhere and say, "You won't believe who asked about you." And when they tell you, it'll make your knees weak. But your soul will say, "Of course they did. Because you were born for this. This level. This stage. This unveiling." Elon may have just glanced, but heaven turned that glance into a path. A path that leads directly to your rising. Type Amen to get blessing 88888.